I just had to tell everybody about how the superdelegate system was rigged and how they were planning on cheating Bernie Sanders with the Hillary Victory Fund. And she pretty much just reconfirmed information that we already knew and that we already had. And so she looked genuinely concerned. Did we believe her? No, none of us believed her. Not one of us. But we gave her an opportunity. We gave her a chance. And so we fast forward to these reforms that just came in. Let me tell you what Donna Brazile tweeted in response to the MSNBC's headline tweeted the other day on August 25th. They tweeted out, Democrats vote to strip superdelegates of power in reform caucuses ahead of 2020 presidential race. Donna Brazile responded, Democrats voted to remove automatic delegates from the first round of voting. What does automatic delegates mean? I don't even know what that means. I truly don't. Automatic delegates, I'm assuming what she means is superdelegates because they are superdelegates. See, most delegates actually have to run for office, get selected, get their funding from the people. I know this isn't something that a lot of people know, but that's actually usually how it goes. An interesting person to talk to about this, by the way, would be Jeff Day. Jeff Day is a friend of mine. He got a little famous because of him doing videos revealing what was going on at the Democratic National Convention in 2016. But he had to be elected or selected for that position. He didn't just get to waltz in and say, I'm a delegate now. So what she's referring to when she says automatic delegates is actually super delegates. So let's be very clear. And she says, but we still have seats at the table. We're still in the room and very much capable of setting the menu. And this is how she topped it off. Hashtag power rising. What in the actual hell? I want to repeat this. This is her response to the lie, by the way, that the Democrats stripped superdelegates of power, because that's a lie. But this is her response. Democrats voted to remove automatic delegates from the first round of voting, but we still have seats at the table. We are still in the room and very much capable of setting the menu. Donna Brazile, you are a goddamn idiot. Fire your PR manager. Whoever your PR guy is, fire them. Fire them and make sure they can never get another job in political public relations ever again. This is something that Donald Trump would tweet, right? The arrogance, the lack of awareness, the lack of situational awareness, the fact that she even put the hashtag power rising. What exact, and you know how many followers she has. She got 116 retweets and 182 likes. And that's with them being able to, fake reactions on Twitter and Facebook. That means nobody was vibing with what she said. Donna Brazile has how many followers? 645,000 followers. Only 100 people liked it. You want to talk about being detached from your constituency? You want to talk about being detached from your party? This woman used to be the DNC chair. She has no idea what she's doing on camera. Or excuse me, on Twitter. She has no idea. And I'm glad that Jimmy Dore promptly addressed it. She said, hold on, let me go ahead. I'll tell you what he said. And then Donna Brazile makes it worse by responding to Jimmy, which was stupid, because that's just gonna fuel the fire. But so Jimmy Dore responds to her tweet. Donna Brazile comforts the powerful over superdelegates, reminding them not to fret, as they still have control over the party and can nullify the will of the voters. Power to the powerful, the resistance. Hashtag the assistance. Oh man. She was so upset about that. So she responded, please don't speak for me. Woman, he's not speaking for you. That's pretty much what you said. That is literally what you said. That's what you said. It's not an exaggeration. But she said, please don't speak for me. You can disagree. Disagree about what? You said that you still have the power and can still set the rules to whatever you want them to be. He literally is just reaffirming what you said and just putting it in layman's terms. But he says, but I know what I stand for and what shall never stand in democracy like ours. What the hell does that even mean in the context of this conversation where she said they still have all the power? What you're trying to tell, because you know what democracy will and will not stand for. Good stuff, Donna Brazile, because you're displaying that. You know that our, whatever you want to call it, is because it's not a true democracy. Our facade of a democracy, unfortunately, in its current state, will actually put up with the nonsense that you just talked about. We're going to go into detail a little bit about why about how she knows this to be the case. But she literally is responding to Jimmy Dore saying, but I know what I stand for and what shall never stand in a democracy like ours. I think she might be getting senile. I'm not even joking. She said the right to vote is sacred, no matter if you are a pledged, quote unquote, majority delegate or an unpledged, quote unquote, minority. What? You are a super delegate. There is no such thing as an unpledged minority delegate when you literally can affect the outcome of both the electoral vote and also the popular vote by ding ding 5,000 votes that way. Appreciate it. Totally ignoring the will of the people, just like what we saw in Michigan, just like what we saw in Pennsylvania. Or excuse, was it Pennsylvania? No, I think no. Actually, Bernie did win Pennsylvania. Just like what I mean, it was over and 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 over again. We saw superdelegate after superdelegate after superdelegate vote against the will of the people. And you're going to sit here and tell us that the right to vote is sacred? Whose right to vote? Whose right to vote? Who voted you a superdelegate? Who voted these people as superdelegates? But I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about how she is so right. They are indeed still at the table. And they are indeed still setting the menu. Because now... oh, sweet baby Jesus. Now, because of the DNC fraud lawsuit that we started, because of Jared and Liz and myself and Colin, because of all of you who are part of that class action lawsuit, the DNC decided to take a little